Find insight, guidance, and answers. Tune into Spirit with radio medium Laura Lee.
Let's talk about our pets. What does it mean when they are misbehaving? I'm Laura Lee, and this is your 5-minute Spirit Reboot. And joining me today is animal communicator and author of Like an Animal, When Being Human is Not Enough, Jane Bercolo. Welcome, Jane.
Thank you for having me here again.
It's always my pleasure, Jane. It's always an adventure with you. And, I think I mentioned this the last time we were together about how profound your abilities are to the audience as a communicator of animals. You're like a real life Dr. Dolittle.
More like Dr. Dolittle dark side.
For sure. But you know what? You did something really good when we lived in the same neck of the woods at the time, and I had a very big lizard crawl into my house. I couldn't get the thing out, and you came over and talked it right out of my house.
Yeah, I wish I hadn't done that.
I'm glad you did, because I fell asleep easy that night.
No, but I was thinking about that the other day, because why did we escort him out of the house so fast? I mean, why did I have him leave?
Because he was sitting next to my bed in my head, and I couldn't handle that.
But at least we could have had a little chat with him. We could have asked him why he was there, and if he had anything to say, and is he really a dragon from, I don't know, another star system? He probably had a wealth of information for us.
Well, that's a perfect segue. Your book talks about how animals simply reveal our most spiritual aspects of ourselves as being human. Why don't you explain that a little bit more?
Yes, our animal cells are the most spiritual aspect of being human, because we don't have ownership on compassion. We don't have ownership on dreams. We don't have ownership on so many things that we think are human traits. And then we look at our own animals and we think, oh my God, this animal, my pet, is almost human. No, the bottom line is they're reflecting the animal aspect of ourselves. And I'm not talking about when they're misbehaving, although that's an aspect as well. But compassion is an animal trait. We don't have ownership of it. It's not just the animals that have ownership on compassion. All of life does.
Right. Thank you. You suggest that our animals can give us profound insights about us. So, like the other day, I heard somebody tell me that they were just so upset because their pet was urinating all the time suddenly. And this dog was already trained, and now it was having this challenge, and they were trying to punish it with a cone. So what could that animal be trying to give profound insight to the owner at that time that maybe perhaps you can reveal?
Now, I'm saying this not as a diagnosis, because we could go deeper and see if that animal has an issue. But from what I'm getting immediately, because the dog was just scared out of his wits. He is not comfortable in his own skin.
How is it we can better tune in to our pets and figure out for ourselves what that animal's trying to tell us instead of, let's say, misbehaving?
It's very simple. Breathe in and out, slow, deep breath through the nose, in and out, because that's the best way to shift from the sympathetic nervous system into the parasympathetic nervous system, which is a place of relaxation. That brings us into a place of peace, being in our heart. And that's how we connect with our animals. They're already in their heart.
I love that. Thank you for sharing. Where can people find your book, Like an Animal, When Being Human is Not Enough by Jane Bercolo?
Talkwithpets.com. You click on the navigator button, it'll take you directly to Amazon. You can get it on Kindle or as a paperback.
Thank you for sharing. It was a pleasure having you on the show today.
Thank you.
If you like this episode and you want more, hey, let us know. Like it and subscribe to the podcast, Radio Medium Laura Lee, on your favorite podcast forum.